Welcome back. Thousands of people come to Trinidad to enjoy the Carnival spectacle, and in particular that all-unique instrument, the steel band. But did you know that each steel pan is made individually by hand in painstaking process that hasn't changed since the 1940s? Roger Dwarika and cameraman Gokool met a steel pan maker in Esperance Village in Philippine who's been carrying out the art form since he was a boy.
In the dawn's early light of a quiet Sunday morning in a tiny corner of Esperance, a man is working, alone, beginning the makings of a very special instrument.
First of all, I just mark the drum. Start here, so.
Peter Alman Joseph has been making steel pans by hand since age 8.
You start on the outside.
His fingers are nimble, his movement agile, his workshop his front yard, as he works dexterously in the morning sun.
First, you start smoothing it. When you're done smoothing it, then you will mark it and back up the pan.
Pan making is a fine art form. It's a practice that hasn't changed in more than half a century.
Especially make rubbers, make sure everything in order is raised up. I could have the pan in different angle, different height, so I could actually be comfortable.
There are no mass production lines, nor machines, just the hands of the master craftsman.
So really all pan have plenty notes, but all of them have 12 and in different octave.
Okay.
That's it.
Go ahead.
So now, what I do is, I follow the line. And you follow the line simple this way.
The veteran pan maker tells us he's always lived humbly. Many people may not know his name, but the people that need to do.
Carnival, you end up making hundreds if you start in the right time, because we start for Carnival after Carnival. So the pan make, as Carnival finish, you still go on making pan till Carnival come round again. I make pan for people in England, I make pan for people in Germany, Colombia, Brazil, Venezuela, Panama.
The process of making a steel pan is simpler than most people think. Peter starts in the morning, and by dusk he can have a pan ready to be played. But this is where the real magic happens.
Tuning. All to make sure all the notes is right.
Originally, 30, 40 years ago, how would you tune a pan when you made it by hand?
By the piano.
So I guess you had to have a piano close by then.
Oh, yes, somebody will have one. If you get vexed, you go down to the church and ask the man. G.
This process usually takes up to 5 hours. It takes the steadiness of a surgeon, a patient mind, and a finely tuned ear, perfected over many years.
It is the only instrument invented in the 20th century here in Trinidad and Tobago, and incredibly enough, it's still made by the traditional method by hand. You start from the rusty oil drum, down to the smoothing process, then to the tuning process here, and the final gorgeous chromed product that will enthrall crowds. But before they go out, Peter Joseph always checks to make sure they're going to give that beautiful melodic sound.
Wicked.